Exclusive news for you from Eritrea. The news is from Eritrea, but it is about Ethiopian armed groups. OLA, Fano, Afar Fighters, Tigray Fighters. What happened? Did these groups meet in Eritrea? When did they meet? What was decided there? Details for you in this video. Secondly, a protest was held in Mekelle today. Dozens of Tigray soldiers blocked Kyoto to Mekelle Road. What happened? Why is Tigray military not satisfied with the government? Is this protest staged by the government, or there are genuine grievances being shared by the members of Tigray military? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching. Before I start speaking on these two topics, a quick announcement. In tonight's live chat, I will share exclusive information with you about military plan made by the Ethiopian government to invade Tigray. What is ENDF planning? I got information since yesterday. I've been working on it. I want to share it with you about the route ENDF is taking, but the course being mobilized by ENDF, all that in tonight's live chat at the usual time. Now, first story is from Tigray, where a protest was held today. Tigray military soldiers protested in Mekelle. Dozens of them took to the streets. They blocked the main road. Mekelle to Kyoto road was blocked by Tigray fighters. For several hours, the road remained blocked. Army 22 members reportedly staged this protest. What are the demands of Tigray soldiers? Why are they protesting? Tigray soldiers are protesting because they want to have equal benefits, salaries, DDR benefits. They say that salaries are not being paid regularly. DDR benefits are not being paid too. I did a video this morning and I told you that Ethiopian federal government is making a new move to weaken Tigray military. Ethiopian government is going to suspend the DDR benefits for those Tigray fighters who have been demobilized. The Tigray fighters who have been demobilized, they won't get any DDR benefits. They'll have to join TPF, Tigray Peace Force, in Afar to get DDR benefits. And in Afar, they can get salary too, monthly salary as TPF members. They can get double financial benefit in Afar if they join TPF. And I said that this is basically an indirect move by the Ethiopian government to strengthen TPF and to weaken Tigray military. Tigray will have to use its own resources. It means to pay the salaries of Tigray soldiers. It will have to launch its own DDR campaign, which is not very likely, by the way. Tigray military is not interested in continuing DDR. It wants to raise military. It wants to keep military on alert. And for that, Tigray's gold is going to be used. Tigray is buying weapons. The weapons are being bought in exchange for gold. Gold is being extracted. Ethiopian federal government has no supervision on the mining operations in Tigray. So this is how Tigray resources are being funneled into conflicts. The soldiers protested, talks were held. Uh, they want salaries to be paid. How will Tigray government pay salaries? I think that the Tigray government wants this issue to be highlighted. Tigray government wants protests to happen because it wants to tell the international community that Ethiopian federal government is not honoring its commitment of continuing DDR benefits of demobilized Tigray fighters. That is why this protest, I think, happened with the backing of Tigray government and Tigray military commanders. Secondly, there was exclusive news for you from Asmara. Around 3 to 4 weeks ago, a meeting was held in Eritrea. I got this information through some sources which are in touch with me, reliable, and then I confirmed that through multiple sources. It shouldn't be surprising, by the way, the formation of alliance among Northerners and OLA. It's not a news. Everyone knows, but we don't know how things are happening. Around 3 to 4 weeks ago, 4 groups met in Eritrea. 4 Ethiopian groups met in Eritrea. Fano commanders were there. Tigray leaders were there, military, political. Thirdly, Oromo Liberation Army commanders were there. Fourthly, Afar fighters participated. You know that Ibrahim Usman is organizing an anti-prosperity party, Afar armed group in Eritrea. And this is the first meeting, by the way, involving Afar fighters and other Ethiopian armed groups. Fano fighters have been in touch with Eritrean leaders for years now. OLA has been in touch with Eritrea for decades. Eritrea hosted Daudipsa in the past. Tigray, relatively new entry. TPLF, Tigray, relatively new ally of the Eritrean government. Afar is the newest entry. This meeting had Afars too, reportedly. Meeting was held, as I said, around 4 weeks ago. 4 Ethiopian parties, 5th player was Eritrea. Did ONLF participate? No, I could not confirm Ogaden National Liberation Front's participation in that meeting. In that meeting, which happened around 4 weeks ago, Wollo operation was finalized. All the pros and cons of the operation were discussed. All parties in the meeting, they gave their opinions about the operation. All the parties jointly agreed on the launch of that operation in Wollo. Wollo operation was not the work of Mere Wodajo only. Operation was launched. Ethiopian military suffered heavy losses. Operation has come to an end. By the way, AFNF has confirmed that this operation has ended. New operations could be launched because the viewer said, Sajid, no operation is continuing. No. Campaign of Banadio has ended. Eritrea played a masterstroke. It convinced Ethiopian armed groups to start the war from Wollo. Eritrea now saved itself. ENDM was pushing into Afar to move towards Eritrea, to move towards Bore, Eritrea, Ethiopia border. But Eritrea convinced these groups to start the war in Wollo. TPLF agreed because Wollo is a known terrain, known territory for them. Fano agreed. OLA is not directly involved in this fight. But when Wollo Fano was conducting operation in North and South Wollo. OLA also conducted some small scale operations. That was coordinated. That was decided in Eritrea, reportedly. So Eritrea forced ENDF to reconsider its decision of withdrawal from Amhara and Oromian to march towards Eritrean war. Beneficiary of this Wollo operation is Eritrea. That's what I've been saying for the last 1 week. I have confirmed to the best of my abilities that these groups met. Their Wollo operation was finalized and then it was launched. Important thing is that all that is happening. An Ethiopian intelligence agency did not have a hint of what was going to happen. NIS was sleeping while in Asmara, a major attack in Ethiopia was being finalized. Attack happened, NIS suddenly got up. Now NIS in trouble. ENDF obviously could be blamed too for losses, but I think if your neighboring country is heavily involved in your country, you should have some sort of intelligence collection network to know what is happening in your backyard. Do join tonight's live chat. Exclusive information for you about Ethiopian military's plan to invade Tigray. Thanks for watching.